discovered that I have a problem with one of my XLR cables as well, and so I've had to check that out and basically see if I can run a repair on that too. And again, this will, if you got a soldering iron, and you can pick them up at pretty much any hardware store, any electronic store, things like that, you'll be able to make the repair yourself. It's usually just a broken cable on the inside, like a broken solder point, which is very simple to repair. You just got to basically take the cable apart, like take the two tips apart, have a look, inspect them, and we'll do that here today. So thanks for being here. Hopefully this video helps you. If it does, hit the like button below, and we're growing the channel, so if you do me a favor and hit the subscribe link and the notification bell as well, you'll be notified of any future videos we have for mobile recording and home studio recording, and apparently home studio repairs as well. So let's jump in. Basically, this XLR cable is giving me problems, okay? It works, sort of, but not fully. You can hear buzzing, humming, things like that, so, you know, there's obviously some kind of a break somewhere. So that said, I'm just gonna open up the tips and have a look. Now, each one of them usually have like a little screw right there. You just take that off and pull the sleeve back, same idea that we did with the 1/4 inch cable repair. So yeah, just take the screw out. They're usually Phillips, and then just push the cable up and out, okay? And that should bear witness your innards. Okay, you can kind of see. So I'll put that one back together here, so just push it back in. Line up the screw hole. So that side's good. Let's check the female side. So again, just push the cable, and I got some obvious problems here. A red cable right here, which is broken. I've got my center cable, which is broken right off. The only one that's connected is my bare wire. So I'll have to get those repaired. So the way to do that is you're going to have to basically break the connections, pull the cable back a little bit, and then strip some new wire. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that right off. Okay, so just pulled it right off. All my connections are severed. And what I'll do is I'll just widen this clamp a little bit, just with a pair of pliers, just so it's easier to get the cable back in. Now what we're going to do is take a cable stripper, but usually a network, just a Cat 5 stripper will work really well. Okay, or you can use some of these. Strip this back a little bit. Okay, I'm not going to pull on it too tightly. I'm just going to give it a twist, and I should be able to just break it. Okay, and now I've got separation. So I'll just pull that off. I just want to start unwinding it basically. There's my 3 wires. I just have to make the connections again. If you weren't sure, you could take a marker, right? And you could just write over top of it. You could write R for red. Here was my bare wire, and then my center wire will go there. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of the string. Okay, just cut that off, get rid of that, trim back maybe about a little more than 1 inch. So that's what I'll do here. I'll do the same on that. Okay, and if you make a mistake, you've got more wire. Maybe it was a 10-foot cable and you make a few mistakes and you end up trimming it back to be an 8-foot cable. Still an 8-foot cable, and it'll work. I just want to take a little bit of exposure. I just want to expose these wires a little bit so that I can weld them. Or not weld them, sorry. I keep saying weld. Solder. Okay, twist them nice and tightly there. Get that sleeve back in there. Okay, so I'll just take my grips here and I'll just compress that again. So that's pretty close to where it was without pinching it. You don't want to do it too much. And what I did is I just put a little bend in there and kind of tucked that center one in a little bit. Just laid it right on top of that pin. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push that in a little further. I just want to hold it up. So there's one. Move to the next one. Okay. And then you want to make sure that nothing's going to be touching the other solder you made. Almost there. All right. Hopefully that does the trick. Got all 3 connections where they're supposed to be. I don't know if that helps at all. Probably not. Pull our sleeve back over top. Screw back in. And this cable should be good to go. The only thing left is to test that out. Okay, so now we'll test out our mic cable. Turn on my Phantom. Okay, you can see everything lighten up there. So I got signal. So I'll basically just turn my Phantom power off. Disconnect this cable. Disconnect it there. Plug it in. Turn Phantom on. Okay. Sorry for my rat's nest here, but this is a work in progress, and I'll just say a few words. Looks like I should be good here because I don't have any residual artifacts coming through like a buzzing or anything like that. You can see my input gain, everything is just dead silent. Again, another thumbs up cable repair job. Yeah. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and we're still growing the channel, so it'd be really helpful if you hit the subscribe link below and the notification bell. And if you got any questions about what I did here, please leave them in the comments below. If you've got a better way of doing it than what I do, drop it in the comments below. I'm willing to learn too. So I put some links in the description below of some of the tools that you need to be able to do this. So you can click some of those. They are on Amazon, and I do get a small percentage back if you use the links below, and it helps me to be able to buy the things that I need to do these videos. Thanks for being here. Keep making music.